So is Young Miami the situation baby or sugar baby of P. Diddy? Stay tuned for what women can learn from her example.
Yeah, let's smoke it up.
So when you woke up and we was trending, like, what's up? How you felt about that? What it was about?
I mean, it was messy. You know what I'm saying? It was messy, and I just, you know, it's one of those days, you know, and so had to polish things up, had to press the reset button, boom, and keep it moving. So I'm not trying to get messy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just live my life and have a good time and stay out the way, but do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Oh, okay, so you acted bad.
Acting all the way bad.
So what the fuck you got going on? What's your relationship status? You Mr. Act Bad?
I'm single, you know. I'm single, you know. I'm single, you know. I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm just taking my time with life.
Okay. So what we is?
We date.
During a crazy week when the comedic prince of Hollywood, Nick Cannon, insured his pair of egg-shaped jewels for $10 million to protect his future children. Oh boy.
Have insured my balls for $10 million. I've officially got the most valuable balls in the world.
Nick Cannon's golden balls are single-handedly keeping the human population afloat.
Young Miami seems lost without her situation daddy. I mean, sugar daddy. Well, special intimacy friend? P. Diddy, you know that guy, who almost has as many baby mamas as Nick. She was at one point his sugar baby with that big allowance, remember that? But then got demoted to situation baby once the monthly allowance stopped. So I was checking out Kiki's Tea YouTube channel, summarizing Young Miami's confusion and figuring out her relationship status with the diddler. It becomes apparent her struggle is very similar to a lot of modern women. At one point, she tries to justify her preference for quote-unquote golden diddler showers by explaining that she wasn't necessarily referring to Diddy, stop the cab, but just in general. She then goes on to say some people live on the edge, where they like golden showers, others like brown showers, but everybody else is boring AF. Oh boy.
People to believe like our friendship, I don't understand it, because I'm like, you like to have a good time, I like to have a good time.
You like Young Miami or Carisha? If you had to pick, which one you like?
Carisha?
The people want to know.
Yeah, also, it's what they want to know.
Are you a 100K poppy?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
That's me.
You dropping 100K?
250.
On a shopping spree?
250.
Oh, getting your bag, staying in your bag.
Getting your bag. You know what it is?
Let's focus on that quote-unquote boring part. The need to characterize a normal, healthy relationship as boring, as opposed to very wild, mysterious freak-offs, is why a lot of modern women hate dating regular good dudes. Young Miami is the perfect case study of this. Notice, she has never been able to label her status with Diddy. On her podcast, Carisha Please, she even tries to ask him to put a title on it. And what did the king of bad boys at his old age tell her? Now, we all know Diddy is too old to say he's just trying to figure things out. What? That's what young men in the early 20s say. He basically is telling her what his songs at Bad Boy Records have been saying all these years. He's a bad boy for life. This is what bad boys do, and women attach themselves to this lifestyle all the time. As we see in the news, the diddler's long career as a very, very bad boy has come back to haunt him, destroying his legacy. The social media rumor mill said Carisha had had enough when the diddler had his latest baby by that Asian cybersecurity chick, Dana Tran. After hearing about this, she felt some type of way. Her self-esteem probably shattered as Dana looked so at peace with their new love child. Aww. And that was it for Carisha. Or was it? She could not tolerate Diddy having a side baby on her with such a beautiful, normal woman. But ma'am, Carisha, you have a doggone child by another dude. Though the child came before Diddy, if he married you, you would expect him to take care of a child that's not his. Plus, he never elevated you to girlfriend status, and you love the lavish shopping sprees, exotic trips, and insane monthly allowance you now claim never happened. Who you kidding? This is where so many modern women get confused and make big, bad assumptions about relationship status, especially a lot of single moms. They focus on what they want men to do for them, but never on what they do for the high-income men they want. This is true narcissism, or at least self-centered thinking. Notice how Diddy replied to Young Miami. He was guarded, only telling her just enough to say he was single and that he and Carisha were just dating and going on trips and shopping sprees. But what if he opened up more honestly about how he really feels about her, about trying to wipe her up like she wants? A lot of women in her situation are never ever ready for that honest conversation. So what do men usually do? Well, they just ignore such women's desire to be in a relationship until either they're ready or until they find the kind of woman they want to wife up. His latest baby mama, once again Dana Tran, cybersecurity professional, was 28 years old when she gave birth to their love daughter Love, that's her name. At that age, most likely this was her first child. Her Instagram, which only has 110,000 followers, is pretty tame compared to the racy persona Young Miami created for herself during the City Girls era. Dana is a low-key beauty, right? And even has tasteful pictures of her and her love child by Diddy. Her cybersecurity leadership job is also low-key and normal compared to Carisha's wild music industry lifestyle. In a nutshell, Dana's life is boring in a normal, good way, family-oriented. But this is what men like. Diddy made more of a commitment to Dana than Young Miami, and that's probably what really hurt her. Finally, going back to her predilections for golden fluids all over her body from the diddler pipe, and now that she's made that a public statement, how can any future man take her seriously? For instance, if I were to marry her and then try to kiss her, I would certainly have PTSD knowing another wicked man's apple juice was once dripping down her lips, her cheeks, her neck. No ma'am, no ma'am. I'm not drinking another man's apple juice residue. Y'all are stuck in a permanent situationship for life, baby girl. Just deal with it. Perhaps I'm wrong. Comment below if you think it's okay for your future wife to have golden residue from another man on her to the point if you run a blue light over it, his DNA will light up all over her face. Sorry about that. The apocalypse of good men continues.